So I got just enough rain right now to wet the roads, make it slick, where I gotta slow down, and then the sun came out. That's about how it is, and it's still raining. This is Mississippi, although it still is like 90 degrees, so I mean, I guess it's not that bad. Maybe. Look, sun. Now it's gonna be miserable again. Well, that didn't take long. Welcome to a Mississippi summer. Well, I guess we're gonna test out the new screen in the rain. Still working, I guess. All right, the heat's back, and I'm wearing a garbage bag. Now it's hot. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we were going to do some oil changes on a custom Sportster that'll have to wait till tomorrow. So I got a whole day to kill, so I'm going to change it on the Kawasaki Ninja instead. So the bike, as we've got to know her, yeah, it's been in a garage since like 2012, in a shed, and then in a mud shed, a storage bin. She's been all around. She's still in pretty rough shape. I mean, I have restored her. She's on the mend. Definitely still gonna get those tires changed, but that's on the back burner. So I gotta get some cowling, probably a new seat. We'll see how that repairs. I got the new pegs. We've talked about those pegs. That's some weirdness going on there. The fairing, I'm probably going to just put the front fairing on just enough to hold the headlights on, and that'll be it. And then get some lights on there. I've even thought about maybe getting the lights like they're on the Sportster here, and just using those as headlights, because I mean they're bright as hell. Side note, the reason I have so many lights on the Sportster, so I've got white lights that are also indicators here, got the huge headlight up here and those. What that does for you is it oh, the light is so weird. So what that does for you, it gives drivers who are turning on a better perspective of you. It makes you obviously more visible, but if you have one headlight and it's coming at you, you never can really tell how far away it is. The perspective is off. If you have two headlights as it comes towards you, they get further and further apart, and it's easier to tell how fast something's coming up on you. A little note there. Anyway, hey, we're not talking about headlights today, although we just kind of did for about 2 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and change the oil on the Ninja. I got the filter, I got the oil. I don't think this will be too hard. It's one hole, one drain, one filter. So let's start with it. So for posterity's sake, I went ahead, the oil in this is a 10W40, which is probably like 90% of the motorcycles I've ever owned that weren't Harley or BMW, and a PH6017A oil filter, which kind of coincidentally is probably half of the motorcycle I've owned in my life have taken a 6017A oil filter. Every Honda, every metric, except for BMW, which takes still not an expensive filter. It's probably still like a $10 filter. But yeah, 6017A is Polaris, Canadian stuff, Suzuki, Yamaha, Honda, all of those have taken the 6017A. So I guess they got one thing right. Let's see what's down here now. Pretty much everything here, I've got a oil filter and the drain. That's it. And both of those take a 17 millimeter. So let's get the bike warmed up and let's get some oil out of it. Here's the sound we love to hear. For about 5 minutes, get the oil circulating right. I'll take it around the block once, just get the transmission lubed up a little bit and flush all the stuff out of it, and then I'm gonna change oil. We'll be right back. All right, so I got her out. It's a little hot outside. Rode around for a little bit. So I did straighten up the shifter arm. Didn't show that, but I just wanted to knock it out. Put it back on, adjust a little bit, and I think it's still a little bit too high, so I'm gonna drop it back down a little bit. Probably exactly where it was before. So it's warm now, so let's go ahead and get the oil change. So alrighty then. All right, so this is our drain plug. I like to use these pans here for a couple of reasons. One, it's easier to collect it. Two, if I drop my plug, I don't have to dig around in oil to get it out. And three, once I take my filter off, I can drop it there too. Also, not burying it completely in oil. So let's go ahead and bust in to this one. 17 millimeter. Hangs down a little low, but that's because there's no fairing. There is a relocation pan I think you can get for this to where it doesn't. That looks like water. Hey, there is water in this. There's a lot of water in this. Glad we checked it. Yeah, it's had the same oil. That looks delicious. So yeah, that's had the same oil in it for about 12 years. Cool. All right. This bike is gonna run so good after an oil change. Oh yeah, great. I mean, I guess that's the thing that you can do, you know, with a bike that didn't cost you anything. Maybe I should have changed oil before I started, but I mean, with the motor not running, would it even make a difference? I mean, really? Hey, now we know, so there you go. And I did drop the plug straight in, like I said I wasn't going to. I did mention that as a benefit, and then directly threw it right in. Yeeted it straight in. Yeah, we'll get her out later. Stand her up a little bit. Make sure we get all the oil out of her. That's shocking even to me, and I was kind of expecting it. So we'll definitely have to go ahead and do a flush on it. So I'm going to put oil in it now that I know. Yeah, we'll put oil in it, run it for a while, drain it, put new oil in it. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised. Like I said, it was outside for years. So it was in a storage shed for 10 years and then in a outside shed in the mud for 2 more years. So I should not be surprised. Somehow I still am. Why am I still surprised? All right, that should be enough. Like I said, we still got to flush it, so craziness, man, craziness. All right, let's get this filter off, which will probably be also full of L crap. No, yeah, okay. Not too bad. Also, you wouldn't believe this. Full of water. I don't know why I'm acting surprised. All right. Yeah, that's straight water. May have had some oil in it. Let's clean it up. Get the other filter on there. All right, so I already know you wonderful people. Is that really bright? Let me unbrighten it a little bit. That looks a little better. That's a little lively. Now it looks like I got hands and not white gloves. So as you fine fellas should already know, you ain't got to go crazy on this. You're just trying to saturate the media inside this filter. You don't have to fill it all the way up, but you do need to soak it into the filter. If you overfilled it, I mean, it's just going to pour right back out. But pour some in there, give her some time to spin around, soak into the filter media, and then put her on. So I always keep plenty of rags around because I am messy, very messy. Hand tight, no tools. And then let's get some oil inside it because I'm sure she's starving. She's starving, boys. Wait, we don't have a plug. Or do we? All right, reason I didn't really panic that much is I did buy a new plug because I did not know the condition of that one or if I'd have to drill it out. Surprised I didn't have to drill it out, to be honest with you. And I did get another gasket. So we'll put the new ones on. And when I get the old one out, I mean, it could always be an extra. Is that the word I want to use? Sure. And taking the other one off, I'll be honest with you, I didn't see a gasket on it. So, or a ring seal, as you fancy people say. All right, now let's tighten her up. How tight? One ugga-dugga. All right. Now let's put some oil in it. How much? Well, we already know we're going to flush it, so. Takes 2 quarts. I'm going to put in about 1.5 quarts. Stand it up, crank it, and wait for fireworks. I mean, I'm going to, what she said. Boy, that looks clean. I put this out in the sun for a little while. Can you even see me? Let me spin you where I can see me a little better. Hey, everybody. So what was in it was about 1/2 quart of water and probably 1 quart of oil. See if we can do better than that this time. And hopefully I didn't run it too long. I mean, I ran it a couple times, warmed it up. It sounded great. I bet it sounds really great now. All right, we got our oil in it. Not enough oil, but enough. You know what I'm saying? Having trouble with my life choices right now. There we go. I'm apparently better left-handed than right-handed. All right. So we're going to crank her back up. Let her level a bit, see what that brings it up to. Rags, more rags. We're just about there. I'm gonna add a little more. Taking a real risk and believing in that kickstand is still down, huh? A little more. So this is supposed to hold 2 quarts. There was probably 1/4 quart, a quarty quart, in the first one I put in. So we're down to about 1/4 quart now, quarty quart. And let's see where we are. I believe it'll take the whole thing. That's what she said. Go. Try to keep your pants close. Alright, it's gonna take the whole thing. Why not? I also just noticed it's got this little thing on the pan to hold your fill and your drain plug. Either one, I guess. So, I mean, I guess that's a win. Maybe I should use that. I wouldn't have dropped the first one. Nah, who am I kidding? I would have dropped it. Let's get our lid back on. Let's crank her up and let her run for a while. What do you say? Alright, it's very hot in this garage. I don't know if you can tell. So I'm going to take the bike out, run it around a little bit, and I'll be right back. Believe this, but it's running much better. Well, I thought it was running good before. I thought it was running pretty tough, but I guess it was tough because it was fighting for its life. So we're gonna let the oil set down a little bit. Let's see what we got in there, what it looks like now. Clutch shifts much better for sure. Goes in and out of gear. I thought maybe, so I have never driven a 650R before, and I thought maybe this rough going in and out of gear like that and engagement was maybe just a 650 trait. But dang if putting fresh oil in it and getting all the water out of it made it shift a whole lot better, a lot smoother. I can't wait to get this thing registered and ride it to work. So let's see how much oil we got in it. All right, that's actually, let's see if we can get a little closer. So that's actually exactly how much needs to be in there. We can get you a little closer. You can see the oil level. That's exactly how much it is, and dang if it ain't gray anymore. How about that? Let me give me this. Boy, this light's weird this time of year. Let's back into the garage a little bit. Hey, that makes me more human. All right, so yeah, so I'm still gonna change the oil again. Been running it around for a few days. Now I gotta get tires and some fairings and some lights on this thing, which I have lights, I have fairing. I gotta get tires. And then I'll decide what I want to do with the seat. I mean, hell, it's a character trait now. I do need to get a couple more things, like this cowling is broke up here from the fairing. I gotta order that. That's like 40 bucks on Amazon. People have those. I think a new one from Kawasaki is like 70 bucks, but I mean 40 bucks is a piece of plastic, right? I was gonna try to weld it because the other piece was there for a while and not disappeared, probably because of me running around the road. All right, well, that's all for this one. So the next video will be the Sportster special, the custom Sportster a friend of mine has. That's 2017. That was customized by Bumpus Harley Davidson. You've seen it in some of my other videos. We ride together a lot. So we'll actually get it in the shop. I'll get him to talk about it, and then we'll change oil in that and check it out. All right, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, and I will see you on the next episode. Bye.